Hello ladies, gents, boys and girls, and anyone in between. So for those of you who are subscribed to me, you might have noticed that I'm not on my Royal Enfield Himalayan. And for those of you who are first time viewers, I'm just going to catch you up. Basically, I've got a Royal Enfield Himalayan, and currently I'm riding my friend's Honda CB500X, because I think they are both fairly similar and it'd be interesting to compare them. My mate, who has owned this Honda CB500X for a few years now, he's behind me riding my Royal Enfield Himalayan. Now this is the first ride of this bike, so I'm going to talk about the differences, and then we're going to park up in some lovely location and I'm going to go through all the specs. Let's start with ergonomics, shall we? So ergonomically, the Royal Enfield Himalayan is a very comfortable bike. A lot of people complain that the bike seat is a bit narrow, and first thing I've noticed when I sat on this Honda CB500X is the bike seat's a lot wider for those of you with more prominent arses. It's also got a bit more torque in it, not a massive amount. So mostly where the Honda CB500X differs from the Royal Enfield Himalayan is the 500X is better for touring, whereas the Himalayan is better for the lanes. I think the Royal Enfield Himalayan will struggle on motorways or highways, being that it's a 24 brake horsepower. The Honda CB500X isn't powerful either, really. I think it comes in around 40s. It's in its 40s. We can get on to prices if you like. I was looking earlier online for the prices of the CB500X, and to get it as cheap as a new Royal Enfield Himalayan, you're going to have to get one from around 2014, 2015. Now you can get them with low mileage. I saw one with 8,000 miles for around £3,500, which is roughly the same price of a new Royal Enfield Himalayan. And don't forget, new's not always the best. Now I know I'm riding a bike I'm not used to, but I think the Royal Enfield Himalayan is a little bit more confidence inspiring. This bike is difficult to pin the throttle. Pinning throttle back now, I'm going to 60. It's very comfortable with the suspension here, quite soft suspension, and the little windscreen is helping me out quite a bit. One big difference, and one thing that Alan behind me might be noticing, is the size of the wheels. The Himalayan, I believe, has got a 26-inch front wheel, and the Honda CB500X, I think it's something like 18. So he's probably struggling with the corners back there, but that's something you have to get used to. Also, one thing Alan said as soon as he started the Royal Enfield Himalayan is that he loves the sound of the engine. And I started this and I was a little bit disappointed, so it's up to you guys. I like something a bit more grunty, like the Himalayan. Some people like something a bit quieter. This Honda CBX red line's at 10,000. The Himalayan's a lot lower than that. I think it's something like 7,000. It's quite ridiculous, actually. Just put you on the spot. This is Alan.
Put me on the spot. Hello.
What do you think of the Royal Enfield Himalayan?
I like it. Yeah. The 500 isn't a heavy bike, but I noticed the difference between yours, the Himalayan, and the 500, the CB. But it's really comfy, actually. Really comfy. Did notice my feet were back a little bit more.
You stood on it at one point?
Yeah, no, I was standing on it. It's comfy. It's a lot easier to stand on the Himalayan than what it is the 500. The handlebars just seem a little bit closer to you as well. It's more of an actual position. It was a bike I was thinking of buying before the 500.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying that.
This is it. We were thinking about buying the other bike, and then we both bought the opposite bike.
Yeah, just swap for 6 months or something in the future.
Yeah.
But no, your 500X is better for motorways, touring. Have you been on a motorway?
I've been on the motorway. I've gone up to Lancashire, I don't know, over half a dozen times on it now, motorway. Boring as hell, but it's what made me lean towards getting the 500 over the Himalayan, was because I knew I was going to do motorway miles.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not perfect for motorways, but it's better suited for motorways than what the Himalayan was, which is why I went for the 500.
Yeah, I said the Himalayan's better for bimbling around country roads.
Definitely, I think for bimbling around, the Himalayan wins over the 500 for that. But if you're doing a bit more mileage, especially like motorway mileage or a bit of distance A roads, I think the 500's just got it beat. I think there's so many people that are trying to decide between the two as well, like you were, I was, and a couple of other people that have got both bikes in mind, because they are similar but they're different as well.
But you also get the Honda build reliability compared to the Royal Enfield.
Yeah, I can't knock it. Touch wood. I've had it 2 years now, just over 2 years, and I just had my big service, big 16,000, which is all the valves, cams or whatever. Not cheap, but it didn't actually end up needing anything doing.
Oh, that's right.
So I paid for nothing really, but I can't knock it. Yeah, build quality and reliability. It's Honda, you know. It's one of them. You can't go wrong with Hondas. But then, you know, they are what they are. But
how much did you pay for it?
A little over 4, I think, at the time.
What year is it?
19. Same as yours, actually. Yep, 19.
19. You paid $4,000 for it.
Yeah.
And you bought it a couple of years ago.
I bought it a couple of years ago. It had 7,000 on it, but that was with a trade-in as well, because I had my YB.
A YBR.
My YBR.
You wouldn't have got much for that.
No, I didn't actually, but I did moan about the price a bit, and then he kind of upped the price on the YBR in order to bring the price down a bit. So
right, fair enough.
I was happy with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, ladies and gents. Do you want to plug your YouTube channel?
Not really.
No? He sells boats.
I sell boats. I don't do motorbike videos.
All right. Thanks for watching.